A Detroit rapper is going viral for something other than her music.
Fans know her as Dank DeMoss, and they're fuming after a Lyft driver allegedly denied her a ride because of her size. And Fox News' Jessica Dupnack is live in Detroit with this story. And my goodness, tell us how this all unfolded here, Jessica.
Well, it all unfolded on video. Deja Banlane whipped out her phone when this all happened. Now, the Lyft driver, he was kind enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know.
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
She already knew.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
Every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
No, I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough.
I get the money and flip it and make time food.
Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal, and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can. I really want people to see, like, what we go through as bigger people, you know.
We did reach out to Lyft. They did not get back with us in time for this story. Now, Lyft, Uber, those rideshare companies, they can refuse passengers based on a perceived security threat. But according to Deja's attorneys, you cannot discriminate based on someone's weight. It's very clear in that cell phone video. That is why he denied her ride. Reporting live on Detroit's west side, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
And because these Lyft drivers, their own personal rides, I mean, they turn people away, but they have some discretion, you're saying, but when it comes to some of these protected liberties, no.
That is what the attorneys are saying, and they said they had enough to file suit. They have filed that lawsuit. And
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in. We outside right now. H-Town, Texas. We in the streets with it. But we had to come tap in real time on this story that's going up and down my timeline with Dank DeMoss, supposedly out of the Detroit area. She rapping everything like that, but she is not going viral for the music. She's going viral for the lawsuit. And I had the links in the description where you can watch that clip in the beginning in full on Fox, and for some write-ups if you need more details on it. I don't know exactly what the lawsuit amount is. They said multi-millions against Lyft, but I want to get one thing straight and clear, bro. Don't associate this as the same thing as her lawyer said. This is like discriminating against somebody because of their race or their religion or anything like that. No, bro. We not finna slide that up under that concept, because this is a different scenario, different situation, and a different circumstance. She's overweight, dog. Now, she done got to that point, and I'm not saying it's easy to live like that. I'm not saying it's easy to adjust and get healthy in the sense of losing the weight, but what we can't do is cripple a lot of people. Dog has a car, a transportation he pays for, that he's working for, that Lyft is not gonna cover, that nobody else is gonna cover. If he looks at something as, hey bro, this is unsafe, it can damage my car because of her weight, then that's just what that is, dog. And this is, I put this along the lines of somebody being super duper overweight and they gotta buy 2 seats, bro. It happens. But see, the thing is, certain people don't accept it. I know people that's overweight. I grew up with people overweight. Hey, they live how they live. They do what they do. I ain't never talking down on them or looking down on them or treating them bad because they overweight. But you know, for certain things, you got to adjust. Just like they not going to sell certain clothes in your size. Just like if you go out here and you buying a plane ticket, if you know you too big to fit in one seat on the plane, then you just gotta accept you gotta buy two. You can't be like, oh man, I gotta get the lawsuit. Nah, if dog got a small car and he feel like, well, hey bro, she ain't gonna fit in my whip, hey, you gonna have to get something bigger. This car ain't really just big enough to have you in the back seat like that. You gotta go up to the Uber XL or the SUV. It just is what it is, bro. And for her to make it seem like, nah, we gotta keep the race out of that. That's something completely different. Live the way the technicalities working or however they working, but we do as a whole, including me. Let me make y'all all the way 1,000% about this. We all who eat unhealthy at times, don't get enough sleep, don't get enough exercise, our diet, the amount of portions that we eat at the table, we got to adjust that. We got to work on that as a society, especially in the black community. Somebody has to tell her, hey, fam, you were unhealthy. This is your fault. You have gotten to this point and let it get this bad. Nobody else's. You can't expect people to accommodate you and fall down to your needs because of what you have done and gotten overweight. That's just what that is, bro. That's not how society works. It's same thing with anything anybody is going through. I'm not gonna put nobody down and say that, oh, I can't understand your what you're going through and your pain and dismiss your emotional distress. That's not what this is. I'm not telling you not to have feelings. I'm not telling you how to deal with it in your day-to-day process. But what I am telling you is you can't force everybody else to have to accommodate you because of your circumstances and your body and everything like that. And that's just what that is. I just can't get with this. This is a personal situation. And if the community that is a little overweight want to get behind it, y'all can, but don't make this like the same thing that it would be with race. She got to get healthy. We all got to get healthy. I got to get healthier. I got to start eating better as well. More exercise, more eating smaller portions, eating some healthy foods and staying away from that table, man. Let's call it for what it is. We got to stop being weak in society and trying to get everybody to get riled up and get behind something that makes entirely no sense. Tell me what y'all think. We got more coming, more videos, all that 1,000 for shit show. Stay on your pivot.